walking down the street and we heard this music. So to just come on in, and there's this choir here. And they sing beautifully. This is amazing. Wonderful to see you guys. You know, I was just thinking, I was out for a nice big run here along the coast. I was just thinking how in the beginning when I started this YouTube channel, it was awkward because I would turn the camera on and I would start talking to a camera and it felt really weird and awkward. And now when I do it, it's different because it's like I'm talking to my friend, our friends, very many of them, which is crazy. So it's really good to see you guys. It's an amazing morning this morning. It felt good to get out for a nice run. Got a bit of an issue ahead of us. We're not sure how we're going to solve it. Today's the hop over to Russia. As you guys can see right now, it's an absolutely incredible day. Just blue sky, hardly a cloud in the sky anywhere. Which makes me think that it should be a super easy flight over there, but we were looking at the weather this morning and the airport that we're going to, and a good chunk of the route along our way is, I don't know if it's just fog or if it's fog and cloud or what it is, but got like 30 meter ceiling, so like 90 feet. So there's some sort of a fog layer or something that is just covering a large area that we need to be flying into. And I don't know how we're gonna do it. Russia wants us to be up at 9,500 feet when we come across the country boundary. I don't know how we're gonna do it, guys. We so desperately want to get into Russia. We're on tight permits. Timing is definitely an issue. So we can't be delaying. We've got winds ahead of us that we need to get in front of. There's a couple of legs in front of us that we can't do if we have to delay at all. It's just too long of a leg and we're gonna have a crazy heavy headwind. So we need to get across there today. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna go, I think, and sort of get to the decision point of where we have to turn back with fuel. If we have to, and just see how it goes, see if we can get under this, or if it's patchy. I don't know. It seems like it's fairly overcast, solid layer. So that's what we're facing today. Some of you ask, oh, how do you guys stay so upbeat and stuff like that? For the most part, that's just our personality. We just stay like that normally. But then there's days like this, and where, you know, we're still upbeat and everything, but there's definitely stresses ahead to try and get home. We've got 1 week left today. It's crazy. It's Friday. Next Friday we're supposed to be home if the weather and everything permits. So yeah, those are the kind of things that we're facing. You just got to stay positive and just keep on doing it. We had those kind of questions in our conferences too. You know, when you're really in that downtime, how do you keep going? And I wouldn't say that we're really in a downtime right now, but it's a time where, you know, we're trying to struggle to continue going here, and so we just got to keep our spirits high, keep positive, and then the biggest thing, I guess, is to just attempt it. Just go for it. Don't look at it and say, oh no, it's not possible. You got to give it a shot. You know, we calculate our safety margins and, you know, where we have to turn around and stuff like that, and then there's a point where you just got to go try it and see what it's like. So that's what we're up against today. I know for lots of you seem like, oh, that's not really a big deal, but for us, getting this far in the journey, we're like pretty much 90% done this trip, and we're really badly wanting to get home. So we're just trying to see if we can make this work, because if our Russian visa runs out and our permits run out and stuff like that, it's not going to be good. So that's where we're at. Let's, I guess, go get some breakfast and get in the helicopter and get going. All right, we are ready to go. We just topped off a few more liters of fuel in the helicopter. We figured, you never know, you might need it. So we just got an extra few minutes in there now. We're gonna go give it an attempt, see how it goes. It's still, like I say, beautiful, blue sky, sunny here. So looking at windy, we're seeing that there are some open patches along the way. So we're just hoping that we can get underneath it and still be able to have some half-decent visibility. Let's get going and see what happens. Another start. Let's see how she goes. It's very deceiving because it's beautiful and sunny right now. Let's see how long this lasts before it just turns into garbage. So something I'd like to address here. We talk a lot about PDM in our courses back home, and pilot decision making is a really big factor for pilots all the time. You're always working with pilot decision making. Yeah, straight ahead that way. There you go. And so I just wanted to touch on what I was talking about this morning. You know, both of us, we have a big desire to get home. We're in the last final stretch, the last week. Our families are waiting for us back home. But as a pilot, you have to disconnect that feeling and that emotion, which is hard to do sometimes, but you got to disconnect that from the current situation that you're in. So, 3,000, yeah.
Yes, 3,000, Charlie Golf Echo Kilo.
So you got it.
Charlie Golf Echo Alpha Kilo, report leaving control zone.
Report leaving control zone, Charlie Golf Echo Kilo.
You got to make sure that every moment that you're in, the decisions that you're making are made for 100% safety of that moment. You're not basing that decision on anything else, on the fact that you want to get home or you want to get to your destination or anything like that. So that's something that for all you pilots out there, young or old, all you aspiring pilots, something to remember, because pilot decision making is the #1 factor of accidents, helicopter accidents. People just making poor choices, or I don't want to call it poor choices, because a lot of the time you can look at it and say that was a poor choice, but when you're in the moment, it might not have felt like a poor choice. It might have felt like the only choice. And so you want to make sure that you keep your mind 100% focused on the safety, the passengers, and the people that you have on board, and every decision that you make for that. So I just want to give you guys that that little tidbit. That's something that we're thinking about every single day, every single flight. Is it showing that on Windy? Oh yeah, right on the coast there, right?
But only 58%.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right though. So that's our first indicator of some cloud off to that side. But still at the moment, pretty blue, yeah, little patches here and there. We'll see how this builds up and develops. This is the last island here in Japan, and it's another beauty. What an incredible coastline, lots of big open beaches and rock cliff coasts and stuff like that. Very nice. Got some beautiful countryside up here, that's for sure. Oh man, you guys, we have crossed the fear boundary. We are in Russia right here. We had some pretty gnarly weather back there, some really low ceilings that we had to go under. Pretty crazy stuff. But we broke through now, and we've got some blue skies. I don't think it's lasting. I think we're gonna get in some low clouds for our final destination again. But this is Russia, you guys. We're here. This is Russia. I can't believe it. This is absolutely amazing, amazing. We're getting really close to our destination, so we are basically on a descent for landing now, but this is just absolutely amazing.
Kilo cleared with VFR approach, and report when ready for descent.
Okay, we are on descent and cleared for the visual approach for Echo Alpha Kilo.
Did she say report when ready for descent?
Yeah, it must be final or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's all good, man. We have some good weather here. It was a bit stressful back there with some low clouds, but we are out of it now, and Windy was right again. She's always right. We weren't sure this time because there was supposed to be this hole here, and we weren't sure if it was going to be true or not. She was right again. That was pretty cool, man. Oh, amazing. And this is Russia. I can't believe it, man. We can see the runway. Runway's straight out ahead there. And I can't believe we're on final approach for UHSS Russia.
Russia.
That's a big moment, my friend.
Yes.
It's a big moment. Wow.
Big moment.
Yeah.
Tower, Charlie Golf Echo Alpha Kilo on final 01.
Charlie Golf Echo Alpha Kilo, you'll clear south to the afternoon. Altitude 180 degrees 5 meters per second. Is acceptable for you?
Wow, what?
Charlie Golf Echo Alpha Kilo. I didn't copy the last part, sir. Are we clear to land?
Very quiet. We're cranked right up. He's got to talk a little louder.
Charlie Alpha Kilo, so between 180 degrees 5 meters per second. Is it acceptable for you?
Yeah.
Yes, acceptable, sir. Affirmative. Echo Alpha Kilo.
Very acceptable. Talking about.
Charlie Alpha Kilo, runway 01. Echo land. Protection. Alpha.
So to land.
Clear to land. Charlie Golf Echo Alpha Kilo.
And exit Alpha.
And exit at Alpha, Charlie Golf Copy Kilo.
Alright.
Is it acceptable? Well, if it's acceptable, what we do? Go where? Canada? I mean, if it's not acceptable.
That is not acceptable, my friend.
acceptable.
Can you please change that wind for me? Is it acceptable?
We're not going to land. We're going to stay
No,
here for
I'm
the
going
night.
to just divert, I think. I'm just going to fly around until it becomes more
I've never heard such a thing.
Never heard that. I mean, it's very polite of him. It's very nice. And his English is very good. He just needs to have his mic a little closer to his mouth when he talks.
Stronger.
Yes. He's a very quiet talker. This is it, man. We are coming in for landing in Russia.
Yes, we are.
Wow. A big moment. All right. This is a medium-sized airport. Not too bad.
There's a windsock. There's a windsock.
I don't know. I think we have a tailwind. I think that's why he was asking if it's acceptable. Maybe he was asking if we wanted a different runway, the other side, the end of the runway or something.
Oh, 76. Yeah, we have a tail.
Yeah. See, now this makes perfect sense. There's Russian helicopters here.
You like
Finally, we're in a country that has Russian helicopters because it's Russia. All right. Exit on Alpha.
Typical Russian tower. Look at that tower.
And tower, it's Echo Alpha Kilo. We're exiting on Alpha. Where would you like us to park?
Charlie Alpha Kilo. Hold position.
Holding position, Echo Alpha Kilo. Will there be a marshaller? Is that what the van is for?
We're going to have a crosswind, so just be careful of the kick. There you go.
Charlie Alpha Kilo, stand by, please.
Let's land here.
Say again, Echo Alpha Kilo?
Stand by, he said.
Charlie Alpha Kilo on ground at 15. Air taxi via Alpha to stand 17. Report marshal inside.
We have marshal in sight. Report or land at stand 17, and I check we're on the ground at 15.
15. Well, let's remember that.
Is that important? Oh, there's the marshal.
Yeah, we might have to write it down on a sheet somewhere or something.
I'm going to turn to him, okay?
Yes, nice and gentle, nice and slow. Don't want that wind to kick us around too much. Huh. Very crazy. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. We are in Russia. I don't know if I should be filming or not, to be honest.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe I'll just kind of keep this close to here. And does he want us right there or down? Yep, down. Beautiful.
Misha.
Woo! We did it, my friend. That was a big one. That deserves another one. We are on the ground. We're in Russia.
Russia.
One more. Haha, just for good measure.
Okay.
Wow, we are in Russia. 3 hours, 30 minutes on the clock. Those guys are Russian. That's crazy. I know you guys are all laughing at me right now because it's so obvious, but it's just such a crazy feeling. We're in Russia. That's a Russian helicopter. All right, so this is actually a really nice setting.
It is.
This is a fitting...
It's been a weekend, it's good.
Fitting,
We haven't been in yet.
Yeah, a fitting finish to this video. We've got some roses here. We've got some nice trees, some greenery, some birds chirping. This is our hotel. This is very fitting in stark contrast to what we just went through for the last, how many hours? It's 6:30, so for the last 2.5 hours basically. So we landed at the airport. We were surrounded by, well, officially two vehicles, or initially two vehicles, and they just sat there and didn't come to us. So we were trying to figure out, do we go to them? Did they come to us? And they told us to wait. Then a bus showed up, and like 8 or 9 people came off the bus. None of them spoke any English. They came up to us. They didn't really want to do anything or say anything. They just stood there, and we were trying to communicate, and they were just like kind of
in uniform.
Wait.
I don't know if it was
Yeah,
police,
military, and none of them were customs. I don't think.
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't
They
know.
wore a
Some
uniform.
guys that needed to check the
no idea
helicopter,
because they have no
security
English.
guy. I don't know. Yeah, no English. And we just stood around for like a long time, and we were trying to figure out if we're waiting for something or what. And then they asked for our general declaration, our documents, so we gave that to them. A lady left on the bus. We just sat there and waited. We asked for about fuel. They had no idea what we wanted. It was crazy. Then a lady finally did come. I think she was our handler in the end, and she spoke better English. Her name was Sasha, like my sister. Yeah, it was probably about an hour of waiting. And then she escorted us through all the customs, immigration, security, all that kind of stuff, paperwork. And then she gave us the news, which we already knew, so this is kind of news for you guys, that we had all our permits lined up all the way to Alaska. And a couple days ago, because of wind, we had to try and shift one day. So we were trying to combine 2 days into one. And I think, we're not sure, but I think that might have triggered a sort of a recheck of all our permits. And then through that, they canceled all our permits. So all our permits to the end of Russia right now have been canceled.
We're stuck in Russia.
So we're stuck at this lovely airport, this lovely place here. And so we have people working on this for us. We don't know if it's going to get done. They're a little bit hopeful that maybe we can still leave on Sunday. We have no idea. We're not sure if we can or we can't. We're going to just take it one day at a time. We're going to not push it. We're going to just see how it goes. And there's a reason why we're here. And if we can't go on Sunday, then we'll go on the next day. I guess we'll see how it goes. So our greeting here wasn't the strongest, I would say. In some countries, people were just amazing. They tried to speak English. They were very helpful. They wanted to take photos with us. They were happy that we were going around the world in a helicopter. It was exciting. And here they just, A, they didn't care, and B, they didn't really want to see us or talk to us or whatever. I don't know. It was a very weird vibe. A very strange vibe is how I describe it. And that after going through a fairly stressful flight with some pretty intense weather. So we were just coming off of that, and then, yeah, 2.5 hours of that. So now we're here at our hotel, and it's beautiful.
Let's go check in.
We're going to check in, we're going to get some food, and we're going to relax. Tomorrow's Saturday. We're going to take tomorrow off and just kind of chill out and relax, and then hopefully get back at it on Sunday and keep on going. I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up. I know it was much shorter than the last one. I don't know. Tell me what you guys' comments are on the last video. It was 45 minutes. Is that a thumbs up? Is that a thumbs down? Do some of you guys love it? Some of you guys hate it? A bit of both? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. It was a really long video, longest I've ever done. So anyways, we'll talk to you guys again Sunday. Bye.